Vivid provides new advanced capabilities that make browsing OLAP cubes easier and far more intuitive than ever before. Let's start by connecting to the AdventureWorks sample cube to see some of Vivid's capabilities. Unlike most front-end clients, even those that are also hosted in Excel, Vivid uses actual Excel pivot tables. So you get all the added value of Vivid's innovative tools, but you don't lose any of the advantages and functionality that Microsoft has built into Excel pivot tables. This also means that Excel users who don't yet have Vivid installed can work with your Vivid-generated pivot tables just as they do any other Excel spreadsheets. The Vivid experience starts with the new Vivid Pivot Table Editor, which replaces the old Excel field list. This new pivot table editor enhances your Excel experience with additional functionality, such as search. And new UI flourishes, such as measure and dimension type icons, and informative tooltips when hovering. Note that with calculations, it displays the expression that comprises this calculation. Vivid also provides a sophisticated filtering technology called Smart Filter, which filters items in the pivot table editor so that only those dimensions and measure groups that are relevant to those currently in the pivot table are shown. Let me show you Smart Filter at work. To construct or edit a pivot table, you simply drag and drop your measures and hierarchies into the Vivid drop zone. But before I change anything, note that accounts and geographies are in the dimensions list. Now, I'll drop Internet Average Sales Amount into measures. Accounts and geographies are no longer displayed in the dimensions list because these dimensions are not relevant. They don't cut the Internet Average measure, so Smart Filter removed them from the pivot table editor, leaving behind only the items that are useful for your current pivot table. Smart Filter is especially beneficial when you are working with large cubes or when you're not familiar with every hierarchy or measure in a cube. Notice that the Vivid drop zone is separate from the pivot table editor. So the drop zone is there instantly when you need it, and out of your way just as quickly when you don't. You can add a few more items to the pivot table to round it out. Add product, category, and sales reasons to the filter. Add a multi-select to sales reasons to make it interesting. Vivid also enriches your Excel experience with a number of transformations that you can apply to the pivot table. You can right-click a value and select from transformations such as Vivid Isolate Cell or Vivid Drill Through Detail, where Vivid Drill Through Detail addresses shortcomings in the default drill-through behavior by adding additional drill-through support for calculated measures and multi-select filters. Or you can right-click a label and do transformations such as Vivid Swap Rows Column or Vivid Cross Drill. For example, you could do a cross drill from United States to promotion. Note that now United States is in the filter and promotion is on the row axis. Vivid also provides you the ability to view and search members of hierarchies without having to add the hierarchy to the pivot table. Let's show this on the date calendar hierarchy. We can browse the hierarchy's members. We can also search here. Let's search for October 2003. Vivid notifies you that it hasn't loaded all the members yet. You can instruct it to do so by clicking here. After this, we get the full results, which will direct us to the member. Now we can select October 2003 and add it to the filter. Vivid also gives you direct access to perform searches that execute on the whole cube at the server. You can do that for the field list or for the actual dimension data of the entire cube. Vivid also enables you to quickly and easily view the underlying MDX query that Excel is using. You get the full MDX with formatting and color. There you have it, a peek into the power of Vivid Cube navigation. Microsoft Excel just got better, a lot better, with Vivid. Brought to you by Verigence.